The miniseries, the events, the great sports, and the hit shows. In '89, we gave you only the best. And in 1990, it gets even better. With the most successful Australian series by a mile, record-breaking miniseries, and a lineup of movies that puts the others to shame. So if you're in the mood for the best, make sure you're on the 7 Network.
Looking for a good time and a whole lot of thrills. Looking for excitement and some laughs and some spills. Looking for some action and your favorite shows. Looking for the biggest stars that everyone knows. You know you come to 7 with the right attitude. Car 7 puts you in the mood. You got a hunch that hits you, love you doing it right. And there's no better place to be on Saturday night. We move along the movies, do some fun with Hey Dad. A country action takes us through from happy to sad. You know you come to 7 with the right attitude. Car 7 puts you in the mood. In the mood. On 7, in the mood. On 7, in the mood. On 7, 7 puts you in the mood. Feeling so romantic and you're home and away. Fast forward for a laugh and what we Pixie and say. They will keep you laughing with the confidence now. I know it's time for fun and 7 knows how. You know you come to 7 with the right attitude. Car 7 puts you in the mood. In the mood. In the mood. In the mood. 7 puts you in the mood. Here with you. On 7, in the mood. On 7, lucky you. On 7, 7 puts you in the mood. 7 is the number that means you're gonna win. The wheel of fortune takes you there and it's gonna spin. Use the spot, golden goes, we're all looking good. You feel the joy of 7, and it just as you should. You know you come to 7 with the right attitude. Car 7 puts you in the mood. In the mood. On 7, lucky you. On 7, 7 puts you in the mood.
Teach 12 young men to fly a beautiful aircraft in perfect formation.
Get in close, hammer the buggers, and get out.
Then send them out to fight an enemy better trained,
Go! That's all you want!
better armed, and better at killing quickly than they are. It's brutally realistic, deeply moving, with some of the most exciting aerial photography to reach the television screen. Tom Burlinson, piece of cake.
He was a naval officer with a brilliant future, a loving wife, a happy family.
My dear friend, I greet you at last.
But he started the most successful Soviet spy ring in the history of American espionage,
The price could be very painful for both of us.
recruiting not only his brother, but his son.
Is Michael working for you or not?
KGB.
Powers Booth, Leslie Ann Warren in the chilling true story of the Walker family of spies.
Farrah Fawcett and Ryan O'Neal take you back to one horrifying night in May '83 when a young mother and her 3 children were gunned down in their own home by a deranged intruder. A tangle of lies and a shocking truth come to light in Small Sacrifices, a true story.
Judith Kranz's best-selling novel, an epic adventure spanning 2 continents, 3 generations, and 2 world wars.
I will not tolerate the kind of life you've been living.
Who are you to talk?
A stunning portrait of 3 women of matchless daring.
Too late to say no.
The men they loved and lost.
You could have killed yourself.
And the one man they'll always despise.
I don't do business with the man who raped my sister.
Michael York, Bruce Boxleitner, Barry Bostwick, Courtney Cox in Judith Kranz's Till We Meet Again.
Stephen King, the screen's master of terror who froze you with Carrie, The Shining, Pet Cemetery, now brings you his first frightening miniseries.
Mommy, is that you?
It can transform itself into the one thing that frightens you most. Stephen King's It.
At 3 p.m. on December 4, 1972, a little boy was abducted on his way home from school by a pervert.
Hop in, son.
It would be 7 years before his parents would see him again.
That way.
Years of lies and physical abuse.
Parents don't want you anymore.
And the court case that followed would shock a nation.
Did he sexually molest you?
You've done things to Stevie.
I Know My First Name is Stephen, a true story.
From the producer of 89's top-rated miniseries, Jack the Ripper, comes the shocking true story of the Ku Klux Klan and the murder investigation that finally broke the power of the Grand Wizard and ended their reign of terror. Lloyd Bridges, Mel Harris, and David Morse in Cross of Fire.
The brilliant sequel to one of the most beloved miniseries of all times.
Have you got any idea what it's like rotting away this stinky hole?
John Waters as the riverboat captain.
They are my children and I will get them back.
Nikki Coghill as the fiery young Philadelphia. Peter Tapano as the other woman. Michelle Forden, Charles Tingwell, and Parker Stevenson. All the Rivers Run too.
A half-caste Aboriginal. A passionate love affair with the white niece of his station boss. The discovery of his white ancestor. A secret that sets him on a collision course with the cattle barons. The story of Jack Simmons is destined to be one of the great Australian miniseries. David McCubbin, Annie Jones of Neighbours, Tina Bursell, and England's Warren Mitchell star in Jackaroo.
Finally slept our way to the top of the heap, have we?
Jealousy, intrigue, bed hopping, and deceit. This $4.5 million Australian blockbuster has it all. With a brilliant Australian and international cast. Rowena Wallace, Andrew Clark, Heather Thomas, David Rain, Joseph Bottoms, Elaine Smith, and Charles Tingwell. The fashion industry is totally exposed.
Ryan, you bitch!
And a lot more along the way. One of the year's most talked about miniseries will be Flair.
Black Detective Virgil Tibbs and redneck Sheriff Bill Gillespie first clashed in the Oscar-winning movie In the Heat of the Night.
You will not call me boy.
Now they're back at each other's throats.
You are not to do a thing in this department without you checking with me first. They ought to issue combat ribbons for staying in this town.
The role, which captured Carol O'Connor the 89 Emmy as Best Actor, with Howard Robbins in the Heat of the Night.
Richard Chamberlain returns in a regular television role as Dr. Kalani.
Gotta open him up. He's got maybe 5 minutes before he's brain dead.
A new age of medical drama with a different kind of doctor.
He has 5 aneurysms. 5! You lazy son of a bitch!
You're fired.
A powerful new series of passion,
I think you probably know more about love than you think.
of drama and beauty. Richard Chamberlain is the island's son.
Take him to the infirmary. It's on the 5th floor.
From Mel Brooks comes the inspired lunacy of
Nut house?
It's a Hotel. With a mad manager.
Kinky.
And an oversexed housekeeper.
You work here?
Oh, yes. Most intensely.
Harvey Korman and Cloris Leachman in Mel Brooks' hilarious Nut House. Stepping into the shoes of Roger Moore, England's Simon Dutton as the Saint in a $16 million series partly filmed in Australia. The Saint Movies.
Hester and William's relationship has withstood the ultimate test. 20 years of marriage.
Do we have to start the day with a row?
No, not if you're giving.
Maybe it's because they never tire of testing each other out.
We should be closer, more bound up together.
Fine, let's go to bed.
A delightful new adult
I
comedy.
think I want to go now.
Fresh Fields.
The Australian Television Network's exclusive deal with the Disney Studio brings Saturday Disney to the screen, the first co-production marrying the magic of Disney characters to an Australian format. 2 hours of Saturday morning cartoon fun with Saturday Disney.
I am Hercule Poirot.
Agatha Christie's quirky, meticulous Gallic sleuth
That is interesting.
pursues poisoners, plotters, thieves, and traitors across the continent.
I will get to the bottom of this matter.
Australian viewers love Miss Marple.
What?
Now comes Agatha Christie's Poirot.
One of the all-time great game show formats has been given the look of the 90s. With new host Robert Bruff, it promises to be the most exciting and involving entertainment show of the year. All new Family Feud.
A mystery-mad priest and a cheeky nun.
Don't panic, there's a robbery going on.
With God on their side, they make one hell of an investigation team.
Nobody panic. Don't move.
Tom Bosley of Murder, She Wrote.
You got any specials today?
In the delightful, suspenseful
Chef's in a bad mood.
Father Dowling Mysteries. The thrilling espionage adventures of master storyteller Frederick Forsyth have been brilliantly produced for the television screen. Some of the most intricate and exciting stories ever filmed. Day of the Jackal, Devil's Alternative, The Odessa File, Dogs of War, and The Shepherd. If you're in the mood for thrills, this series of Frederick Forsyth thrillers will have it all in the new season.
The hit miniseries' favourite son uncovered a new kind of hero. A tough, cynical, skillful policeman unimpressed by power.
You really believe the government of the United States is capable of a crime like that? Hey, Mac!
You're talking to the guy who put the microphone under Martin Luther King's bed, but J. Edgar Hoover!
He was the unlikely patriot who somehow kept the bastards honest.
Maybe I figured the country should have a second chance.
His story continues when Oscar nominee Robert Loggia returns in new weekly adventures, Mancuso, FBI.
The city under siege as people angry and defiant.
The woman pleaded that she and her children had missed the deadline.
What we were witnessing was quite simply a spontaneous orgy of grief.
Fitzgerald had delivered a damning indictment.
I did not.
Seven News Division has the greatest output of all Australian networks. Over 30 live hours a week. 5 daily programs telecast nationally, reaching over 3 million people. TVAM, news with a focus on business, links viewers directly with the financial markets of the world. 11 a.m, news and current affairs keeps the housewife in touch with global events. Hinch, live nightly in 5 capital cities.
More bad news for sleaze bags, drunk drivers, drug pushers and environmental bandits. I'll be back in 1990. We'll keep exposing the injustices in the legal system, especially revolving door jail sentences for criminals. The little man, we hope, has a voice on Hinch and will continue to help the underdog. A brand new year, but the same old commitment. Who said it wouldn't last? I'm Darren Hinch.
News World, a 60-minute wrap-up of the day's events in a relaxed late evening style. News overnight, NBC's Today Show, live from New York. And finally, our core news program. In the past 12 months, 7 Nightly News has undergone a quiet transformation. A planned progression to upgrade the quality, both technical and human, of everything we do for news. Now our period of change is over. We have the people we want. We have established bureaus in the major news capitals of the world. And our target is to become the news leader in the 90s.
It's our own shows that make the Australian television network great.
Coming up soon, the story of a pederast who performed hair transplants on young children. But first...
89 saw the emergence of winning new programs and bright new stars.
Mon cousin Jimmy.
And established favourites went from strength to strength.
It's not looking good.
Was it his heart?
In 1990, they'll provide not only a winning entertainment schedule, but a consistent one.
So, away we go!
Those magnificent World Around Us specials with the best from overseas and our local adventurers.
Why should we believe you?
Every time Perry Mason steps into a courtroom, he wins big ratings. Raymond Burr's back with new movie-length thrillers.
Don't you smell like you ignorant nerd?
Terry and Arthur return in Minder. So does Dame Edna with a new series of specials. And that long run of comedy hits that span the week are back too. Our own Hey Dad. The Golden Girls.
Do you think I'm competent at what I do? Based on the sounds from your bedroom, I'd bet you're damn near spectacular.
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Acropolis Now.
You touch it, I kill you.
Full House.
Chicken pox? I caught something from a chicken.
And Empty Nest.
You do know monkeys could be nurses.
Yeah, most of them weren't doctors.
Beyond 2000, now telecast in 44 countries, continues to prove that people the world over are endlessly fascinated by the shape of things to come. Disney continues to wave a magical wand from Donald Duck to Davy Crockett in the weekly series of hour-long movies and specials.
It's unusual, I believe, to have an eyewitness to murder.
Agatha Christie's Miss Marple snoops her way into the ratings books with new movie-length mysteries.
Claim 3, I want wear and tear allowance on my doll jewelry.
And don't forget...
with particular reference to my ring.
The airline stewards in Fast Forward.
I don't think you can be compensated for ring damage.
Pixie Ann, Hunch, the whole gang will be back in 90.
Well, I want wear and tear on my moustache.
1990 will be the big year for Home and Away, when Australia's next international star Danny Minogue takes on a new romantic role, and heartthrob Craig McLachlan of Neighbours joins the cast.
That's it!
Seven's winning afternoon lineup, led by the show that's still a smash it around the country, Wheel of Fortune.
I'm ready!
Alf will be back, along with Mr. Belvedere, the hilarious housekeeper.
There's house cleaning, laundry, and what about the children?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they can stay.
In the mornings...
In the name of the law!
Cartoon Connection continues on its winning way around the country, now hosted by Jill and Agro, plus the network's most lovable ambassador, Fat Cat and Friends. For action lovers, the gadget man of crime fighters, MacGyver, has a new season. So does Fred Dreyer and Stephanie Kramer in Hunter. Gary Cole as the DJ in Midnight Caller.
Doctor!
And a country practice moves into the record books as Australia's longest-running show, capturing the hearts and minds of a nationwide audience.
One gram ever you, and you're a pair of earmuffs.
With its unique blend of humour, warmth, and social issues.
If you're in the mood for sport,
I'm in the mood.
The network with the Barcelona Olympics has another crackerjack year of action. 7 Summer of Tennis, attracting 65% of all viewers. Golf, the Masters and the Superskins beat the ratings record in '89. Australian football, the country's most popular winter sport. Motor racing, a 50% audience increase in 2 years. Basketball, the fastest growing sport on television, and more. Nationwide, the sports most watched are on the Australian Television Network. Bruce McAvaney joins the Olympic Network. His stewardess daughter has been kidnapped by terrorists.
Everybody out!
He uses their methods to get her back.
Tell us what we have to know!
Brian Dennehy of Gorky Park in A Father's Revenge.
A gripping remake of Sidney Poitier's Academy Award winner. 2 escaped convicts, a black man and a racist redneck, chained together on the run from the law.
I got dogs.
Carl Weathers of Rocky and Robert Urich from Lonesome Dove star in The Defiant Ones.
Mum's a cop.
We'll get the strangler for you.
Son's a comedian.
Don't have to be a cop to put on a costume.
Together they set out to catch a subway strangler. Debbie Reynolds, Detective Sadie and Son.
No more room here!
The deeply moving story of a homeless single mother and child. Can they survive on the street, or will she give up the kid for adoption?
It's okay. Don't cry.
Mare winning him is unforgettable in God Bless the Child.
Flight 136 has been hijacked.
The first hostage dies in 5 minutes.
These guys won't hesitate to kill.
But this time, the hostages strike back. Tense excitement with Cagney and Lacey star John Carlin in Hostage Flight.
It became the most celebrated legal battle of the century between 2 giants of the courtroom. The charge, teaching Darwin's theory of evolution to school children. First made with Spencer Tracy and Frederick Marsh, in 1990 will be brilliantly recreated with Kirk Douglas, Jason Robards, Gene Simmons, and Megan Follows. Inherit the Wind.
The classic story becomes a hit TV movie, and who else could play the role?
Someone left the lock off my cage.
Estelle Getty of the Golden Girls is the little old lady from Pasadena.
A rare television performance for Peter O'Toole as a British gentleman who starts an escape route for refugee kids in Nazi Europe.
We could die trying.
Will he save the children, or will the Gestapo get to him first? Peter O'Toole is the Pied Piper.
A determined mother in deadly pursuit of a black market baby ring who have stolen her child.
No, he's not dead.
Valerie Bertinelli in Rockabye.
Reporter Linda Carter is doing a story on famous Senator Angie Dickinson.
Media people are all alike. Anything for a headline.
But now, she stumbled not only on her father's secret lover, but the woman who killed him.
Stop your lying!
The unmatched thrills of Stillwatch. 89 smash hit ratings winner was Jack the Ripper. Now, Michael Caine returns playing the dual roles of Dr. Jekyll and his grotesque other self, Mr. Hyde.
Karate Kid Ralph Macchio shows there's much more to his talent than high kicks in this deeply moving role as a teenager with a terminal aging disease.
I'm afraid, Grandpa.
Who sets out to realize 3 ambitions in his remaining months of life. The 3 wishes of Billy Greer.
She wants him for his youth and virility. He wants her as a ticket to stardom. Elizabeth Taylor and Tennessee Williams, Sweet Bird of Youth. Only one man was capable of cracking the Son of Sam serial murders.
John, we got him. We got him.
Martin Sheen is superb in the true story of a New York cop in Out of the Darkness. The network has the strongest lineup of movies in its history.
Oh, dear.
I don't believe in jealousy. It's for the weak.
Will you leave immediately, please?
Kiss me there.
May I kiss you, Candy?
No, you can't.
Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between 2 pillows.
Those aren't pillows.
See that Bears game last week?
Yeah, hell of a game.
Will somebody please tell me what the hell is going on around here?
Figure it out for yourself.
That's a baby.
It's a baby.
Of course it's a baby. It's your baby. I have more hair.
You do realize she did a doodle.
Doodle. Doodle. Yes. Doodle.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Where are you taking me?
To the bed.
You get a love bite on your neck. Your life's going down the toilet.
I love you.
What?
Snap out of it. It's hard. I look like a wall-eyed salmon.
Is this how we dress for the office? You look like a blood clot.
God, it's me with a bad haircut.
I paid $12 for this.
You get the women, you get the bucks. You can see the colour of their panties, and you know you got talent.
This lady's going to do a number on you, mate. This is more than just a one-night stand.
Your sexy little smile's not going to work this time.
$10,000.
That's for you.
Is that all your daughter's worth?
That's your boyfriend, Sarah.
You slow me down and Sarah gets killed, I'll kill you.
One of the men in your party is an imposter.
How many are up there in this fight?
Let the girl go. Let her go or die.
Round and hard, and it should burst in your mouth at precisely the right moment.
Your children are totally lacking in parental supervision.
Hey, you don't have to tell me these kids are lucky.
This missing link person is not my husband.
We did it on the first date.
We just did it right there in the parking lot of the 7-Eleven.
Those are just boys. Ain't one of them over 21. Murphy's men will shred them in half within a day.
You're now wanted by the legitimate law as well as those outside law.
I like these odds.
What the hell's the matter with this seatbelt?
The force?
Schwartz.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Your mind is astonishing.
Who is this barbarian?
I'm a Tasmanian. Albert Einstein.
For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Nothing going on here, just some dull old police work. So I was watching the house from the inside.
Cop.
Get out of the house.
It's you I want.
Get out of the house.
I have seen some lowlifes in my time in this business. You meet them all, but you are a ruthless, amoral, manipulative. Good evening. This is Christy Colleran with the SNN award-winning Evening News.
What is this?
Had a few optional extras in the store.
It's a detonator, bomb, an atomic bomb.
Quickly!
I regard this report as alarmist and supported by insufficient evidence.
Can't you read?
Oh, he's more than just a terrorist. He is a top Soviet agent.
Good morning, Vietnam!
0600. What's the O stand for?
Oh, my God. This whole camouflage thing for me doesn't work very well. Why is that? Well, because you go in the jungle, I can't see you. If you're going to fight, clash.
What's he going to be like when he's 10 times as popular?
And in 90, another major Australian show.
It's tough. It's dirty.
Somebody's taken my little girl, and it's dangerous.
Policewomen. In the force, they call them skirts.
How do you think we look out there? We get the stuff!
They can be hard. They can be gentle.
Can you hear me, love?
They can be human.
What am I going to do?
They can be humorous.
Oh, I could pitch you that.
Tracy Mann.
Don't like me, Tom.
Nicholas Bell.
You're protecting him, aren't you?
Mary Custis.
Shouldn't you be banging heads or something?
Ben Mitchell.
Isn't that sexist?
Kate Gillick.
So, you like a bit of action?
A bit of a loner.
A brilliant new weekly hour from the men who made the award-winning Sword of Honor, Skirts.
Looking for a good time and a whole lot of thrills. Looking for excitement and laughs and spills. Looking for some action and your favorite shows. Looking for the biggest stars that everyone knows. You know you're on the